So this nurse, she works in a sperm bank and she got pregnant because she did not wash her hand. Welcome to Weird News on Kraks, where we keep you updated on all the weird and bizarre happenings around the world. And my name is Onyademu. So they tell you guys all the time to wash your hands to prevent you from bacteria, germs, and pregnancy. Oh no, you're not listening. So this nurse, she works in a sperm bank and she got pregnant because she did not wash her hand.
Every morning when I wake up, I wash my hands. Then I have some food, and then I wash my hands. Then I take a shower, wash my hands, and then wash my hands.
Now I'm sure you guys are wondering how. Let me explain. So she was dealing with different test subjects, meaning different sperms from different guys. Then she was pressed and went to the toilet to pee. And you know, while she was cleaning up, maybe her thumb went inside her or something. Hey! Then one of the sperm just did king. Oh, I don't want to be in the hand. I don't want to be in the hand. I want to go upstairs. I want to go upstairs. Then the sperm now fertilized the egg. Now the lady said 2 weeks after she was feeling sick and she has not had sex for 6 months. So she didn't think it was pregnancy because you that you've not had sex for 6 months, what is Bele doing with you? She said she got to the hospital and she did a lot of tests. And when a doctor told her that, oh, you need to do pregnancy test, she was like, oh, doctor, there's nothing. I'm celibate. I've not had sex, nothing like that. And doctor was like, oh, no, you still need to do this thing. You still need to do it. Then they did it and she found out that she was pregnant. She said the most annoying thing was that she was dealing with 4 different test subjects. And she actually liked one of them, especially his physical features, but it's the least of them that was the lucky man that she's pregnant for. She said she doesn't have any intent on telling them that she's pregnant. Now, my question is, what if that kind of thing happened to you? Tell me, what will you do? Would you, don't need to say it,
madam,
or would you keep it, or maybe even tell the father? And for you guys, imagine a lady coming to meet you and tell you that, oh, Oga, the sperm where you pour for that place, our office, our hospital that time, and you don't become belle. I mistakenly touch it and I touch myself and I'm pregnant.
You mean this way they talk?
Would you accept the pregnancy? Drop it in the comment section below, let us know. So now, the next story is about 2 boys, 2 very, very funny boys. They work in the Catholic church, they're altar boys, and they said that every time they have their mass and all of that, they notice that when people come into the church, they don't go back happy. They're always very, very quiet and very, very solemn. And they wanted the best for them. So the next thing they did was that they put weed inside their sensor burner.
Jesus.
One of the guys said that when they started doing it, they noticed that when they are leaving, they used to smile. And it gave him sense of fulfillment that he was doing something good.
My nigga.
Now, they started with little programs. Now, for the big program, they now did like, okay, since I can actually make 2 people, 3 people, 50 people happy, why don't I just distribute it out? So for a proper Sunday program, they now put the weed inside the sensor burner. And the bishop said the day they cut them, everything was weird. There was smelling something very unusual. He said normally the church used to smell sweet, calm, but there was something hard, something very, very hard about the fragrance in the church. And he was asking the altar boys that, did you put the same quantity you're supposed to put? They said yes. Did you do this? They said yes. Did you sweep this? He said yes. Did you check? They said yes. It was like, what's happening? And the next thing was that a policeman came to meet him and told him that, Oga, as a policeman, I've dealt with so many criminal cases and I know the smell of marijuana and this is marijuana. And I was like, no, it's not possible.
Don't say that again.
He said after the church, they went up, they brought the sensor down, they opened it, and they saw that it was weed.
Hey!
I'm not angry, really, at the boys. I'm not, actually. I feel like those guys were trying to make the world a better place.
Even you know get sense.
In their own little way, but they didn't do it well.
And now your head correct.
Now, the church is not going to press charges because they said God is forgiving and God is kind. So they're not going to press charges. Now, the thing is, the boys are not more altar boys and they would never become altar boys in any other church. Now, the question for you guys is, what if you go to church and, weed is smelling everywhere? Like, everywhere is reeking of weed. what would be the first thing that comes to your mind? Would you think that, oh, maybe your partner, the person beside you, was smoking? When you smell weed in the house of the Lord, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Tell me, drop it in the comment section below. The next story is in Kenya. Now you see this man is a Kenya politician, or he was a Kenya politician, and he squandered his money for campaigning and he doesn't have any money again. And the man sat down in his house and he's like, oh, what can I do again? I mean, there's no work, there's nothing. What would I do? The next thing he said, he used his last money to put a campaign out that he wants to sell one of his testicles.
Jesus!
I'm sure testicles is too much English, so let me break it down for you. One of his balls.
Oh my days.
I understand that some people are, they give birth to them with one ball. But how do they remove it? That's what was the man thinking. So when other doctors saw the ad, they called him and they were trying to explain to him that they don't do any operation, you understand, to separate your balls or anything. He said no, that he has two balls and he's not doing anything with it, that he's just there, that he wants to give it to somebody that needs it, somebody that he knows that somebody in the world needs the balls. Then they asked him, okay, how much do you want to sell it to? He said he wants to sell it at 500,000 shillings. That's Kenya money, and that's 1.7 million naira.
What be that?
Now the doctor said at the end of the day, they told him that even if he separates his balls, he would die. That means he can't even spend the money. And if he does not even die, he cannot have any child again. And nobody safe will want to buy another person's balls. Like, the man now said, oh, what of his kidney? I think this man is on a mission to actually sell all the parts of his body. Now, for all of you out there, tell me, if you were very broke, I know all of us, we can relate to being broke. Yeah, because we've had one time or the other that we did not have money. Now imagine you are broke, like you are broke. You're looking at the future, there's no money. You're looking at the past too, there's no money. And all that you have is yourself, just you. You don't have anything. Would you ever think of selling any part of your body? Because I heard that you can live with one kidney. Drop it in the comment section below. Thank you for sticking with me. My name is Ademi.